Welcome to Friday, the 24th of November, 2023. My name is Jimmy Bradbury. I help people create online businesses around their passion, their skill set, their hobby, whatever it is they're interested in. They want to share that knowledge and experience with other people and help those people move forward in their lives and get paid doing it. Today, I want to talk about a very common topic that probably doesn't go under the heading of what I call the curse of knowledge, but it's a very important topic. And I know I'm guilty of it myself, put my hands up, and I have to work on this a lot, and I'm continuing to work on it. Curse of knowledge is you know or you have knowledge on a certain topic. It could be a hobby, it could be your business, it could be a profession. Whatever it is, you've got knowledge, which is kind of central to what I do in terms of helping other people. So I take example of me. I know the online world. I've managed to come out of a 9-to-5 job and I've built an online business. And I'm 5 years into that journey. But I've got to always remind myself that the people I'm coaching, the people I'm training, the people I'm mentoring are at least one step, if not more, behind me. And I have to be aware of what I call the curse of knowledge. I use this example because it happens to me. So there's nothing against it. But you ever go into a real estate agent and you want to sell your house, and they start talking about, pre-inspections. They talk about timing analysis. They talk about, conveyancing. They talk about pest control in Australia or pest inspections. They talk about all of these things and they use their lingo for their particular profession or the particular trade. And you come out of it and you're overwhelmed because all you want to do is just sell your house. But they come up with all of this kind of lingo and this techo speak. And the same happens in pretty much every profession. And it certainly happens in my profession. And I use it. And that's why I'm very, very aware of what I call the curse of knowledge. So I'll give you an example. In what I do, one of the greatest things that you can have to have financial freedom with an online business is when you build out a funnel. Now, for a lot of people, they don't know what a funnel is. And that's true from my point of view. When I started 5 years ago, if people talk to me about funnels, I wouldn't have a clue what they're talking about. Not a clue. An email sequence. What's an email sequence? Wouldn't have a clue. I write emails. I do emails every day, but I don't know what an email sequence. What is he talking about with an email sequence? What is he talking about with an email funnel? And it was only about 6 months ago, I thought, it was a year ago, actually. I was out in California. I was at a mastermind event. And I'd come back from the event, which was down in Huntington Beach, and came back to LA. I used to live in LA in Santa Monica, and I was up on Sunset, Sunset Boulevard, if you know Los Angeles. And I thought to myself, that's it. That's why people are not getting these email sequences, because it's just this techo speak. But what happens if now I'm in the middle of Hollywood in Los Angeles on Sunset, I'm in the middle of West Hollywood. What if I told them a story over the period of the email sequence? I said, that's it. That's it. People now are beginning to get what it is when I send out email sequences. I am storyboarding a journey for my customers when they come in to my online world. But if I keep talking about email funnels, they won't get it. So my point here is, and I've got to work on this, and I think from next week, there's probably going to be an acute emphasis when I'm giving my lives on trying to bring a lot of the words that I use, particularly where they relate to technical things like funnels or whatever. There's many things like opt-in pages and lead magnets and all of that for a lot of people, certainly for me, when I was starting back in day one of my online business in 2018, they just wouldn't have meant anything to me. So if you're watching this video and you say, yeah, good, Jimmy, because I don't get these things. I don't understand what funnels are. So one of the ways that I'm going to try and deal with this is, and I suggest that, anybody that is, out there sharing their knowledge, they don't have to be doing it online like this, and they don't have to have an online business, because you could be the real estate agent watching this video. You could be another great one is the financial planner. You go in and talk to financial planners, and I like financial planners. Some of them are really good friends of mine, but sometimes they talk in a language that I just think, don't understand what it is you're saying. I'm just coming in here, I'm going to invest my money, but that's all I want to do. And I think for everybody that's got knowledge, it's really, really important to bring it back down to where it is your customers and your audience are. Because remember, unless they're at your level, they're probably going to get overwhelmed. They're going to really kind of just, when coming back to my email sequences, when I was talking about email funnels, people's eyes would just glaze over. They'd nod their head and they'd say, yeah, but they didn't really understand it. They really didn't. And I think that happens a lot in life when you've got knowledge. So that's why I say the curse of knowledge. Be very careful when you're communicating your knowledge, because most people are not necessarily going to be on your level, particularly if you're teaching people. Remind yourself that you were once the student. You were once starting out on that day one of your journey. And on day one, you didn't have a lot of knowledge on that particular topic. And that you've come to the expert. You come to somebody who's going to help you on that journey. So remind yourself to take yourself back to where your students are. Take yourself back to where your customers are. Take yourself back to where your clients are. And remind yourself that's where you need to start. And that's the kind of language you need to use that they understand. Not what you know and what you understand, but what it is your customer wants to know. What is it they need to know? And what's the language you need to frame it in so that it takes them from the first step to the next step? So as I say, from next week, I'm going to be doing a lot more of that, using metaphors, being able to help people just kind of understand some of the language if you're looking to build an online business. So less of just talking about funnels, but more talking about, if it's an email funnel, talking about storyboarding, telling a story to your customers about the arc of your life, what it is you do that can help them on a journey to see the value that you are able to provide and get them to a place that they want to get to, because that's what people want. They want change. They want transformation. They want a better version of themselves. That's why they're coming into your world. So hopefully that's been helpful for you today on this Friday. If you need to know more about me, my website, which is in fairly plain speak, might need to improve on that, is jimmybradbury.com/resources, or just Jimmy Bradbury, Jimmi Bradbury, Bradbury. And if you want to find out more about the strategies and tactics that I use and teach to all my clients, my Sunday weekly newsletter comes into your inbox this Sunday, like every Sunday. And if you want to be part of that, all you need to do is subscribe. I'll put a link below here, and look forward to seeing you in your inbox on Sunday. Wherever you're on the world today, have a great day, have a great Friday, have a great weekend, and I look forward to speaking to you again on Monday.